Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me in this new episode of the Twilight Zone. Okay, so today's turn is for Season 1, Episode 16, The Hitch Hiker. This is the 5th episode of the viewers list, which means that I am right half through it. Today's company are Yaluk and Robin are here joining me at the office for the first time ever. For today's snack, I got one of my favorite treats ever. This is a gansito. It's not like a Twinkie. This is covered in chocolate and it has like strawberry jam and a white cream inside it. And I also got a little bit of soda. Remember that you can follow me on my social networks. You can also like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And you can also become a patron or a YouTube member. I will leave all the links in the description box below. As always, I see no spoilers, no information, nothing about the episode until after I watched it. So now let's get this done. Yeah, the first season doesn't have the iconic music. I always forget that. Okay.
At present on vacation, driving cross country to Los Angeles, California from Manhattan.
Oh, that's a long drive.
How fast were you going, Mace?
Oh, 60, 65, something like that.
Blow out, skid marks, shoulders like pudding, and going 65 miles an hour. Lady, you're on the side of the angels. By rights, you shouldn't have called for a mechanic. Somebody should have called for a hearse. Follow me into town, miss. I'll see if I can fix you up with a new tire.
Thank you.
Okay.
Perhaps to be filed away under accidents you walk away from. Nan Adams' companion on a trip to California will be terror. Her route, fear. Her destination, quite unknown.
Oh, she didn't pick him up. Okay, that's incredibly scary.
260, whole thing comes to $29.70.
It's cheaper than a funeral, isn't it?
Say that again.
How did he get that far so fast?
No, nothing's wrong. I was just looking at that hitchhiker.
What hitchhiker?
He's gone now. Guess he got picked up.
Probably.
Funny though, I saw him a little while ago while you were changing the tire.
Hey, he probably got a lift right after we passed him.
Okay. I love the hat. I love the skirt. I love the car. Should have been born in the 40s. No, should have been born in the beginning of the century. Sorry. Why was he smelling the camera? What the hell scared me?
I saw him again 50 miles further on. And then again on the long straight stretch through Virginia. Just standing there. Not menacing, really. Just a shabby, silly-looking scarecrow.
Okay, I gotta stop here and just question. If I were her, I would be in such a dichotomy thinking, should I pick him up so that he stops appearing? But since he's impossibly appearing every now and then, I wouldn't want to get him in my car. But maybe that's the only way to get rid of it? Is this like, you have to face your problems? Okay, I'm over-interpreting again, so let's continue.
No matter how far I travel or how fast I go, he's ahead of me.
She's never gonna rest.
A feeling that things are a little wrong.
A little?
I wonder why I can't shake
She can rest, okay.
Guy'd be a fool hitching a ride on a turnpike. Miles and miles of straightaway and practically no speed limit. Now, what car's gonna stop and pick up a guy under those conditions? Would you?
I was just thinking how good it's going to be able to stop driving. It's getting so that I hate that car.
Why the car, though? Why the car?
You'll have to wait a minute, miss. Construction ahead.
All right.
Gosh.
Heading west?
It speaks.
No, I'm not heading west. I'm sorry.
Where's LA, honey?
Hey, miss, where are you going?
But where did she go, though? Like, she took a different way. Oh, man. Oh, no! Ah! Get out of the car! Oh, God, please, get out of the car! Get out of the car, please! Okay, the train could be stopping by now. I mean, it was a long way. Oh, come on, come on! Get out of there! You hated the car! What's the point of staying in the car? You hated it. Get out of there! Come on! She was really gonna stay there in case it didn't work? You'd be getting arrested, darling. Oh, the guy's gone.
He wanted me to die.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that unspeakably nightmarishly alone. And I know I'll see him.
Would it change if the area was good looking? No. Okay, he continued and the guy still appears.
3 days and 3 nights. Stop for food and then drive. Stop for food and then drive. Stop for food.
She should be driving insane. Maybe she is.
By without me.
It's gotta be horrible to be driving like that.
At 11 o'clock at night, the engine stopped.
Why would you, well, what would you do? I don't know if I would leave the lights on.
My car's down the road just a quarter of a mile or so.
Come back in the morning and we'll fix you up.
And where do you think she's gonna spend the night?
It's only a little bit after 11.
Well, we close up here at 9.
I've got to have a can of gas. I just can't stay there by myself.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to rob me.
Well, if he does, then you come back here and I'll call the sheriff.
No, please help me. Please.
How rude.
Lady?
Oh,
Will you drive with me?
Look, lady, you don't have to ask twice. You got yourself a rider, honestly.
okay. So this guy, I'm still not acknowledging 100% that he actually exists. Maybe it was her going like really crazy on the window and getting all like Karen mode on, and maybe this is what got her the can. I don't know. Could it be that? I don't know.
I keep thinking I'll wake up or something. Middle of the night, no cars, no nothing. Who do I meet?
A person that needs companion.
Do you know what the odds are for even one guy believing me?
I'll write an affidavit. We can get a notary to sign it.
You know, most people in cars won't pick up hitchhikers at night.
I suppose not.
That's not supposed to make her feel insecure?
Couldn't a fellow like you, standing beside the road waiting for a lift, beat me to town after town, provided he got picked up every time in a car going about 65 to 70 miles an hour? Couldn't he?
I suppose. Maybe he couldn't, maybe he couldn't. What difference does it make?
Man, you must have seen him, the one standing beside the road.
Ah, honey, I didn't see anybody. There was nothing there.
Okay, she's imagining him.
Lady, you must be overtired or something.
Yeah.
I didn't see nobody, nothing.
Okay. I am thinking a lot right now in The Machinist. I don't know, The Machinist, The Machinist, The Machinist. This movie with Christian Bale where he's super thin and he starts like having hallucinations with this woman and her son, and turns out that they were the guys that he ran over with his car. Could it be? I don't know. This is my theory so far. He's there again! This guy has to fight for his life! What the hell's wrong with you?
Maybe you better let me drive, huh?
Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to hit him.
Oh! Yeah, that makes it better.
I was trying to hit him. I thought maybe if I could kill him, I could make him stop. Where are you going?
No place in particular, just out of sight.
Yes!
I don't know what came over me.
I'd like to get back to my ship in one piece and drive.
Exactly! You just...
That is-
Please, don't go. I promise I'll drive more carefully now. I promise.
It's not about the driving.
Excuse me.
You can't go. You understand that? You just can't go.
Oh no, you're not making this any better for you.
I really like you very much. As a matter of fact, that's why I picked you up, because I liked you.
She sounds so dangerous.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, not worth it.
Just give me my shoes.
Poor guy.
You don't need a boyfriend. Just a good night's sleep.
Man.
No! Don't go!
God, this is so horrible for both of them. This is such a horrible situation for them both. Oh man. Oh, that was so scary for him. I mean, on his shoes that he took off. But still, he took off his shoes so that we could all be in them.
There's a payphone outside and I'm going to call home so I can speak to someone familiar.
But you're already in New Mexico.
This is Mrs. Adams' residence. Whom do you wish to speak to, please?
Who's this?
This is Mrs. Whitney.
Where's my mother? Where's Mrs. Adams?
She's still in the hospital. A nervous breakdown.
Nervous breakdown? But there's nothing the matter with my mother. What do you mean a nervous breakdown?
Well, it's all taken place since the death of her daughter.
Oh, no.
Death of her daughter? What do you mean the death of her daughter? Who's this?
Mrs. Whitney.
Nan was killed just 6 days ago in an automobile accident in Pennsylvania. A tire blew out and her car turned over.
She never survived the accident. This is... Oh, and she was driving so fast. She was driving 65.
The fear has left me now. I'm numb. I have no feeling. It's as if someone had pulled out some kind of a plug in me and everything, emotion, feeling, fear has drained out. And now I'm a cold shell. Somewhere among them he's waiting for. Somewhere I'll find out who he is. I'll find out what he wants.
Oh.
I believe you're going my way.
Nan Adams, age 27. She was driving to California, to Los Angeles. She didn't make it. There was a detour through the Twilight Zone.
Oh.
Ross Shirley.
Ah!
Twilight Zone will tell you about next week's story after this word from our alternate sponsor.
Inger Stevens, Adam Williams, Lou Gallo, Leonard Strong, Ross Gunter, and George Mitchell. So once again, we have to wait until the very last minute to understand what's going on. So this girl, she was dead the whole time. We've been following a ghost. As always, we are like on... There's always in this type of stories, like, you know, the unreliable narrator. And this is obviously one of those. Like, we are following her, but we don't know a lot of things. She doesn't know those things, obviously. At first, they speak about this accident on which she was supposed to die, and then you know that she was driving 65. Yeah, it's like, wow, how did she make it out, you know, without a scratch? Now we understand she didn't make it. It's a horrible thing. Like she was only stopping for food, but she was not getting any rest. She should have gone mad from the second day without having a rest, or at least from the third day. She was 6 days without any rest, and having these conversations with people, which is the next point that I want to address. Like, did those people see her? Because if they did, especially the guy, the sailor, what a horrible story. If he ever understands what happened, if he ever sees her obituary or something, he would go like, holy shit, I just got, you know, harassed by a fucking ghost. This would have been probably one of those anecdotes that people would go like, are you sure? You know, it would be that kind of story, you know. And for everybody else, the people at the diner, the guy from the gas station, the guy from, you know, the first mechanic we saw, all of these people will have a very horrible, scary story about this girl, you know. In the final twist, I thought that maybe she had killed that man, and that man was appearing every now and then, and she was trying to run away from her problems. I thought that this was the underlining subject, like she didn't want to face reality, which is basically it, but I thought that she had killed someone, like the machinist or machinist, Christian Bellist. It's a very impactful episode. I have to say the twist is like, oh my god, it got me. There are a couple of jump scares, like this guy appearing from like, the corner of the screen. That was actually scary. Anyway, I enjoyed the episode. Like always, when it's the Twilight Zone, I'm really in the episode. But this time, it's like that kind of the dark area of the Twilight Zone. I don't regret it though. I always love when it goes into the dark places. Once again, the last episode, Nightmare as a Child, and this one are two episodes where the protagonist is a woman. Same thing happened with The Invaders and Eye of the Beholder. So I see that when it's a woman as the protagonist, they are strong women, and in this case she was trying to keep her sanity. I could see that she was a strong character because she was going through a bad moment, and when she understood what happened, she was strong enough to accept what happened and, just go on with it, and also accept the hitchhiker. It's reality, I suppose. Okay, so let's read a couple of curiosities from the IMDb page. Here says, in the original story, the character of Nan was a male, Ronald, but Rod Serling believed that a female in the situation would be reacted with more feeling by audiences, and so she was named after one of his daughters. Okay, Alfred Hitchcock tried to purchase the rights to the radio play for his television series Alfred Hitchcock Presents for $2,000, but his bid was rejected. However, Cayuga Production was able to obtain the right to Lucille Fletcher's script for $2,000 and $1,100 for each episode rerun. The car is a 1959 Mercury Montclair 4-door hardtop. Okay. And for some reason she said that she hated it. For some reason my internet is going really bad. I cannot open anything. 2 bits of foreshadowing are given in the first scene with a tow trucker driver in Pennsylvania. First, it describes the circumstances of Nan's tire blowout and says he should have called for a hearse instead of a tow truck. Yeah, I remember that. When paying for the new tire, Nan says it was cheaper than a funeral. Oh. Yeah, foreshadowing. Lucille Fletcher got the idea for this story in 1940 when she and her husband Bernard Herrmann were driving cross country from New York to California. They were doing the same journey. On the first day of the trip, they saw the same odd-looking man on the side of the road in 2 different locations. She found the occurrence rather eerie and thought it might be a good concept for a story. It was, but just like the guy from the gas station. Was it a gas station? Yeah, and the first gas station where she stops and she asks about the same hitchhiker, and he said, yeah, probably somebody picked him up and now you see him here. That could have been what happened to this real couple. So I don't know, it's an eerie story. In a strange coincidence, before the filming of Twilight Zone, Inger Stevens attempted to commit S-word on New Year's Day 1959 by swallowing 25 sleeping pills and a quantity of ammonia in an attempt to end herself. On another occasion, she narrowly missed being killed in a fiery plane crash. In 1961, she was the last passenger to leave a jet that crashed on landing and exploded after her exit. What? Okay. Adam Williams, the sailor, was appropriately cast as the sailor prior to his acting career. Williams was a highly decorated Navy fighter pilot in World War II. Okay. $47,000 costed this episode. Okay, so there weren't really that many entries on this episode on IMDb, but I thought they were pretty good. Anyway, I really liked the episode. Like I said, it has this eerie feeling, so I enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you for joining me in this episode. I will see you in the next one. God bless and bye-bye.